Hi everyone, how are you today? In this video, we will be learning about phone photography. Have you noticed how these days you can click a good quality photograph using your phone? Actually, there are several phones in the market that would help you to take good quality, professional and aesthetically pleasing photos. And this is exciting for us because we don't have to invest in a digital camera. This is also good news because if you have a good quality phone, you can click pictures and upload them on social media. This must be thrilling for you. So, in this video, I will be teaching certain tips and tricks that will help you to transform your mediocre looking photos into professional ones. So, let's dive deep into it. Hey, hold on. We're not taking photos just yet. As photographers, you need to understand that camera lens plays a very vital role in getting high quality photograph. This means that you need to make sure that your camera lens is very clean. As someone who uses my phone for almost anything and everything, be it communication, browsing the internet, listening to music, or even doing basic calculations, I know how much time the mobile phone is in my hand. And that's a lot. Even keeping it in my pocket or wallet won't do much good to prevent the camera lens from dirt, dust, or even fingerprints. So, let's begin by wiping the camera lens with a really clean and soft cloth. Ensure that your camera lens is really clean before you start clicking pictures. Have you heard of rule of thirds? Well, to create aesthetically pleasing photos, there are several compositional guidelines that you will have to follow. And one of them is rule of thirds. It is one of the most powerful techniques that will allow you to position different elements in a photo. In photography, the rule of thirds is a composition type in which a photo is divided evenly into thirds horizontally and vertically, with the imaginary 3x3 grid of 9 segments formed by 2 horizontal and vertical lines each. The image subject is positioned at the intersection of those dividing lines or along with one of the lines itself. Keep in mind that when using the rule of thirds, there are 4 points of interest, which is at the intersecting points. In an ideal situation, you would be keeping your subject at one of these points of interest. As you may have observed in your phones, most modern smartphone cameras now can overlay the lines over the screen before taking a photo. These are referred to as either grids or grid lines, and they do not appear in the photo. Now that we have your camera lens perfectly clean, let us learn how to set the camera to focus. But what does that mean? Sometimes, even if your camera lens is perfectly clean, the subject might be out of focus. This is because the camera's autofocus does not always focus on what you want it to be. Therefore, you will have to do it manually. But how do you do that? It is actually super simple. Let me show you. Simply compose your shot. Then tap on the screen where you want to set focus. You'd normally want to set focus on your main subject. A box will appear to indicate the focus point. Now, just press the shutter button to take your photo. The area that you set focus will appear crisp and sharp. Anything in front of or behind the focus point may appear out of focus. Setting focus is one of the most easiest photography tips that you can learn. It is so simple, but the difference it makes to your photograph is huge. Let's explore more interesting tips on how to capture great photographs in the next session. Until then, click, click, click.